Hey guys, we're back.
What's happening, y'all? Sorry, I'm just having my little breakfast here.
Yeah, we're having Happy Culture kombucha and the biome bars as well, which are super delicious.
Sorry, just like a little disclaimer on the side. I know we wanted to make this one a short one, but guys, I have literally fallen in love with kombucha. It's over. Happy Culture, thanks to you guys. Like, you guys are definitely my first rodeo, and I'm enjoying it so much. I'm obsessed. I'm literally having like 2 a day, and I'm finishing Bianca's stock. So
He's finishing my stash.
Happy Culture.
This one's so good. This is my favorite one. It's the cherry CBD, and it's so good. It just relaxes your body, and yeah, kombucha is really the way to go. But anyways, we wanted to just check in with you guys. We wanted to do our final little pop-in before the year ends. It's absolutely beautiful out here. We chose to come to a really serene and quiet spot. Just be in nature.
Sorry, we might have fellow hikers here, guys, so we just have to check out, you know?
Yeah, so we thought this is what we do. We do this once a week, and also we do like a bigger recap at the end of each month before we go into a new month. But we thought that we'd do this and film it and share it with you guys. And we basically do a check-in on our overall holistic health. And so we chat about our mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health. And so we thought that we'd
wrap the year up with this, eh?
Yes, wrap the year up with this one, and also just share like in depth kind of what we talk about in terms of all those different areas, because to us, holistic health is actually what's important, you know, and just trying to find a balance between each different pillar. So we're going to start off with our mental health. So
how's your mental health doing?
I think at this point in time, holistically, my mental health is good. My mental health is good. It has fluctuated, but that's due to fluctuations that happen in my body in terms of my hormones. So, yeah, given the fact that I'm in my luteal phase, so women have 4 different phases in their menstrual cycle, and I'm in my luteal phase, and this is usually when my mental health dips a little bit because of the imbalances going on hormonally. So I think that, coupled with the fact that my dog of 15 years passed away 2 days ago, and so that's been really, really difficult. And look at that big eagle. I've been seeing Blake in the form of birds, and literally as I was talking, it was just soaring very, very close to us. So yeah, mentally, you know, I am feeling okay. You know, I think I'm a little bit down and I just need like a lot of time to myself, but I think I'm okay, you know, like at least I don't have any commitments or anything. And also there have been some commitments that I've had to cancel because I'm just not there, and like I need stillness. So to answer the question, it's good. It could be better, but it's good, and I'm stable. Amazing. How's your mental health?
Proud of you. I'm proud of you. Mine is good. Sorry, just to connect with your one, I think, like you said just now, you just feel like you needed some time to yourself, etc. It's like I've felt that, and I think this is like a new thing. I'm so sorry to segue this into like our relationship, but I think we're growing in this relationship, and I think Red Bottoms, aka Blakey, passing has taught us something new again, you know, and it's like just giving you that space, you know, like obviously I want to at every point. I think that happened in when we went to ceremony, you know, like I don't want to go into too much detail what happened in ceremony, but there was moments where there were certain things that had happened and I would want to hug you or hold you, but I need to give you your space to go through it. And so that definitely has like contributed to this, but also just I think just reading the room and feeling the energy. You know, I do feel like you have it in you to overcome this with everything you have. Like, you have it in you to overcome this, and you know how you're gonna do it, and you can feel it. Like, obviously I'm there at a drop of a head if you need a hug or if you need to talk or whatever. But I think the most important thing this time around is it's taught me for our future and just for us building like our family, and things like this is gonna happen, like worse and like less like intense, but just giving that space to each other to heal. You know, you don't always have to be in someone's face. I think that also avoids like the, why are you acting so cold? Why are you off? Like, you know what I mean? It gives you that space to be like, no, I know she's healing. So yeah, just I'm proud of you.
Thank you for being there for me. I really appreciate it. Because I haven't really been much fun to be around the last few days, because it's just a lot. So I'm really grateful for you. Okay, and now mentally, how do you feel?
Mentally, I'm good. I think, at the end of the year, like I said, you know, in my other video that I'm just made now, there's times this time of the year I'm always trying to ramp up and trying to do stuff and still hustle and you know, push. And what ends up happening is the whole entire industry has slowed down. The whole world has gone on holiday, and I'm kind of like still trying to do stuff. And when there's no response the way I wanted, I'm thinking it's me, but it's really just how the game goes. People are resting. So I'm starting to learn those things and starting to read the room in that way also. So mentally, I'm more relaxed this year. I'm not putting myself under too much pressure.
Sorry.
I have some stuff coming up. I'm shooting an episode of Generations, you know. So that's been on my mind, and I want to do so well because I now have to switch myself back on. That's the thing. I've clocked out, you know. Like, we're like, December came, we're done, and then obviously I got the email that I need to go do an episode like before the year ends, which has put me back into like work mode. So mentally, I'm trying to adjust back to like work mode, and you know, we just have to get to it. So mentally, I'm good. I know how to regulate it. Some mornings it's hard, some are not. Blake is passing is definitely like, I need to still register. It still needs to register with me. Like, it hasn't sunk in for me because I've been just trying to hold space more, and kind of also just like trying to zone into like what I have to do. You know, which this morning I was like, should I just like take a day off just to like feel it and everything? But I don't know. I think it'll come when it comes, you know. So, but mentally, we know how to regulate ourselves, which is such a blessing. So I'm good mentally.
I love that.
Emotionally, how are you?
So, ask the question again.
Emotionally, how are you?
Emotionally, I'm a train wreck, honestly. Like, I'm so sad. Like, even now, like, these moments where I have to just hold back my tears. And, like, I mean, I'm a big crier. Anyone who knows me knows that I'll cry. Like, I'm very emotional. So, a lot of crying happens. And, just obviously now because we're filming and, I'm just like, okay, let me just try gather myself and do what I have to do, because as Shelton said, he was filming a video. I also had to film a video because we still have work commitments and, you know, contracts are in place. You can't just not show up. And also, I know that Blake would want me to show up and not feel sorry for myself and go and cry in a corner. So, emotionally, I'm not great right now, and I know that I will be okay soon, but I'm also just giving myself space and allowing myself to grieve and feel sad and not feel like doing anything, and that's okay because I know that it's not permanent, and I have to feel the emotions and open my heart when I feel really sad. And you know when you're just like so sad about something and your heart physically hurts, like that's the space that I'm in now. But I know that I will get better. Yeah. What about you?
I'm okay, you know. I'm not gonna. Like I said to you, it hasn't registered, and that's the thing with me. It's like once it like registered, then it just like hits me, you know. So I'm definitely like I'm okay. I'm not the most like excited. I'm not like overjoyed. Like I said, it's such a bittersweet thing. It's like this dope thing is happening for me, but at the same time, like this is happening, so I'm kind of like on the fence, and I don't know how to feel it. I'm kind of just like, kind of going every day how it goes. There's days where I'm like just trying to like either lay down and just watch something. There's days where I just clock myself into my work. So I don't think I've like I haven't sat with it yet, and I haven't sat with how I feel. I'm kind of just like in like this flat line almost, where nothing is like I'm not getting extreme sadness. I'm also not like overjoyed. I'm just like in a weird flat line. Yeah, so I'm very neutral right now. Nothing heightening or lowering. I'm just neutral emotionally.
Okay. Sometimes.
How are you? Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Sometimes that is good though, like being neutral. Because, just a little segue, like sometimes when we get too excited about good things, quote unquote good things that are happening in our lives, and then really sad about quote unquote bad things, because I don't believe that there's good or bad things that happen. I just believe things happen, and it's just like how you deal with it or how you respond to it, Otherwise, we can look at any little thing and be like, oh, this is so bad, and this is so bad, and that is so bad, and miss actually all the beautiful stuff that's happening. So trying to remain neutral actually helps you have like a more sustainable way of living, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not perfect. There are days where I'm like, wow, like now, but anyways. Okay, the next point is spiritually. Let's start with, you want to ask me? Okay,
yes,
fine.
No. Let's just keep this, it's a dance, it's a like circle of flow and sequence. Don't mess it up.
Okay. Spiritually, I feel very strong and empowered and extremely grounded, and that's what's really helped me during this time. My spirituality is what really carries me when all of the other things aren't going so well. And that's just because of consistent practice and sitting with myself. And sometimes I'm not meditating on the mat every day, which is normal, but like everything in life can be spiritual, like even like washing the dishes can be spiritual, even though we haven't done that in a while because our drain is blocked, which is so annoying. Like when you become an adult, guys, it's really like, ugh. There's so many things that are like, why do we have to deal with this?
Our Wi-Fi was tripping yesterday. It was not working at all. Well, since the day before, actually, since 2 p.m. the day before. And I was fighting the entire morning with the Wi-Fi guys. And I'm just like, I just miss the days where you get home, the Wi-Fi is on. If it's slow, you just call for mom. Like, mom, the Wi-Fi is slow. And they sort it out, and you come back from home from the shop or from chilling with a friend, and your Wi-Fi is buzzing again. Now it's like, you have to make the call and fight with people and threaten to cancel accounts, and anyway,
our blood was boiling.
Adulting is real.
Adulting is so real. But yeah, like, I break it down to those little things as well. And so spiritually, I'm very strong and grounded, and it's really what is holding me together and just reminding me that like death is a very normal part of life. It's how it goes. You come into this world and then you have to leave this world, but you don't ever really leave. You just go into a higher dimension. And I can't touch or hold Blake, but I'm grateful that he's joined his brother, and I know that in whatever place they are in, they are at peace and so happy. And I feel their presence like deeply, so I'm good spiritually, and I'm just so grateful for like being able to connect my mind, body and spirit. And also like Shelton and I just finished this 3-day detox / reset. It was like an alkaline diet thing, and
we succeeded. We did amazing.
We did really amazing. We did succeed, which was really good. And I also feel like it was necessary and it came at the right time, because when you go through a detox or a reset, your body actually purges, and so it gets rid of anything that's not meant to be there. And So with Blake choosing to pass on our last day of doing this detox was also just so incredible. And it's like, I believe, and this is something that came to me yesterday, that he has helped us to end a cycle and to close off a chapter peacefully. And I'm still trying to piece together exactly what chapter, what cycle this is, but I know for a fact it is a cycle, deep within myself, within my family, within our relationship. Like, there's something that we've now been able to properly close off and seal and end, because both AJ and Blake passed away this year. Blake could have chosen to pass away next year, like in January, but he chose now. And
he passed on your father's birthday?
Yes, he passed
your
away
birthday month?
My birthday month, so like 11 days before my birthday, or 12
AJ?
days. And AJ passed away the day before Mandla's birthday. And so AJ was actually Mandla's dog and Blake was my dog. Both of them just ended up living with me. But they chose very specifically when to pass away, and so it's just, it's beautiful. It's so hard because you experience such deep sadness, but also such incredible joy in one moment, and that for me is like, wow, like it's really, really tough sometimes, because it's like so much and so heavy, not in a bad way, but it's just like, wow, existing is really like a lot, and managing these feelings, but yes, spiritually feeling really strong, rooted and grounded. What about you?
Amazing. Just to wrap up what you said, I think my relationship with death has definitely changed. And it's not that I don't feel anything. I think my level of acceptance of it and understanding, like its significance in the whole cycle of life and the circle of life and just how things go, it's very prevalent for me, because I don't know, it hit me out of nowhere when my dad passed, and like I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't understand it. But it was also just like such a big loss that after that I kind of understood like my strength that I gained from it, and just my understanding, and I think my appreciation of life and the people that are close to me and my family. That's just a bit of it, but I can't explain why I'm not so scared to lose or to go anymore. But I do know a bit of it has to do with our attachment to things, either it's a dog or a loved one. I think, I'm so sorry. My acid reflux is disturbing this whole thing. I think it's our attachment that makes it so much more difficult to pass on, because the peace that you see in like someone's face or a dog's face before they leave, it's like it's unimaginable. You can just see they peaceful. There's even stories of people saying they're peaceful. They feel peaceful before they leave. It's like, I can only imagine how beautiful that transcendence is when you actually like fully transcend. Like if that's how you feel that little bit before it's time, imagine where you're going, from here. So I think our attachment really, really does. And I think, like you said, spirituality has definitely like helped us. AJ prepared us for this, especially for you. Spiritually, sorry, I'm good. I think everything you said, it's become our foundation, man. Like I don't think I'd be able to deal with 80% of what I deal with if it wasn't for my spiritual foundation. And I don't know what people believe in. I think people believe in different gods and different spirits and different higher powers. But I think when we create that as our core, the way you can navigate through this world is so amazing and just so effortless. And it really, really does like strengthen you to take on anything in life, So I would really like encourage people to just, I think, find that like inner like spirit, like whatever. I don't discriminate. It's not in. It's like that's not. I don't think that's important as to like who you what you like praise or what you pray to, or what your spiritual belief is, I do think the core is really just to find that foundation and find like a practice around it, whether it's waking up at 4 a.m. or and praying or whatever it is. Like B said, she washes dishes, and that's a spiritual thing. You know, whatever your spiritual practice is, I think if that becomes foundation, that sets you up, because it's very different. And I'm not able to put, you see, like even me trying to explain it in words just trivializes it, makes it sound like I'm just rambling, but it really is that deep, and it really runs that deep. So spirituality has become our core, man, and our foundation. And I think for me this year especially, it saved me through a lot of stuff, the smaller stuff to like the bigger stuff. And I'm able to honestly say consistently we've been like happy and laughing and like in a good place, individually and as in a relationship, for about 12 months and like 1 week, 11 months and 1 week. I think the other 3 weeks were spread out with like little dramas between us of arguments where our egos got involved. So we spread those days out. Those 3 weeks I spread out in multiple days around the year, where either we got down on ourselves and we didn't believe in ourselves, or our relationship was just like a bit of a mess and we're just fighting about something stupid. Now we can't laugh at a movie together, or it was self-doubt, or it was career stuff, just real life like attacking you. I think for 11 months and 1 week, I think we had a good year. And I think the other 3 weeks spread out throughout the year as individual days were tough. So I think for 99% of the time, we were able to really carry on in life in a graceful way, happily, because of our spiritual foundation, because we know how to meditate and talk to our higher power and regulate our emotions, regulate our mental, and just check in on each other and keep each other accountable. So yeah, man, spirit is really important, man, like, and I love it.
I agree. So I completely agree with what Shelton's saying. And I think if you're watching this and, you know, you feel lost and scared and confused, you know, I have a lot of people like who will reach out and just, you know, just mention how scared and uncertain they feel. And the truth is, like, those feelings don't ever go away. Like, sitting here today, we still feel so much uncertainty and like we get scared, you know. But when you are connected to something bigger than yourself, it really takes that weight off of having to have all the answers and know what to do and when and how, because it comes to you when you become still and center yourself and connect with that higher power, whatever that it may be for you. And yeah, so I think, as Shelton said, you know, just make that time for yourself, to create space within yourself and to find that stillness and silence so that you can hear the message that really needs to come through for you, because you have that spirit within you, and that your inner guidance system, it's there. But we function so much from our heads, and we always like, oh, what are we doing, where are we going, and we're not actually checking in with ourselves. And it can even just be like even 1 minute just to take a deep breath and not think about anything you have to do or where you have to be, and just come to the moment. You know, it really, those things really help so much. And that's how I carry my spiritual practice with me. It's throughout the day. It's just taking a few deep breaths. Like, I always tell Shelton, like, whenever we're watching a movie and then they're like, anything to do with breath, when they're like, breathe deep now, or like take a whatever, I like breathe with the people. It's so funny, but it brings me into the present, and I'm like, wow, like I'm a living, breathing, like human on this earth. And it's so beautiful, despite the difficulties that we may face, or the uncertainties or the pain. It's all inevitable, but it's, if you can change your perspective through connecting with a higher power to help you take that burden off your shoulders, because it's heavy and it's so scary. So yeah, spirituality is just everything. Okay, and then the last thing is our physical health. So how do I feel physically?
Look, Alkaline sorted us out. We don't even have to go crazy about this one.
Well,
Alkaline really did something to our like our bodies and our thingy. So sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you have your own little report.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. So this alkaline diet / reset detox really did help to connect me with my body again, which I really love. It just because everything was like we're basically eating vegan, gluten-free and dairy-free as well. That was basically the diet, focusing on fruits and vegetables. So that's how we were eating. So it really helped me to appreciate eating from the earth, and like this is how we are supposed to actually be functioning, you know, because not once after any meal did I feel like super full or like have a stomach ache or whatever, which I usually get from eating certain foods. So yes, it definitely did help. I think holistically, I'm grateful that I'm not experiencing burnout this year. This time last year, I was definitely burnt out. I remember I had so many like social media campaigns that I was doing, and the deadlines were just insane, like it is for many people in that space. But I just wasn't coping, you know. I did what I had to do, but it wasn't like, I didn't feel my best like with what I created. It was kind of like ticking off the box. Okay, cool, we do this. Okay, it's done. Okay, submitted. Okay, then we can post. So I'm not burnt out this year, which I'm just like, thank goodness, because throughout the year, as you said, we've been regulating our emotions and just checking in even more, really slowing down when we can see we're going down a slippery slope. And like, especially when you would start to feel sick, remember, and then you'd be like, okay, no, I need to slow down a bit, because that's your body communicating with you. So no burnout, which is a plus. I feel more connected to my body because of our alkaline diet. And thirdly, I have chronic pain that I experience and I've had for many years. And just recently I had another flare up, and it was really just a lot to deal with, you know. And I don't talk about it often because I'm just like, you know, what good can come from it? But like, I also like to just share the realities, and like, I'm really not perfect, you know. And sometimes even in like me meditating or like some of the content that I create, I'm actually in pain, you know. Not all the time, but there are times where I'm having a flare up or I'm really, really struggling, you know. And so like from that standpoint, there's a lot of frustrations, but I am finding ways to manage it, you know. And I'm slowly now coming out of the flare up, which I'm so grateful for. So it's safe to say that I'm feeling like there's a lot of internal healing that's been happening. And I feel good physically, you know. I feel good like from the inside out. Of course, I miss working out. I haven't worked out in a while for a number of reasons. But I'm really excited to get back into Pilates and yoga, and like coming on more hikes. Like that was something that I said, I think end of October. It was like, I'd like to spend at least one day out of the week in nature, like just coming and driving out here. It's like a 20-minute drive, but it's so worth it because it's just so peaceful and like serene, and it really does recharge the soul. So physically, let's say, I'm good.
Awesome.
How are you? I love how we ended like, so spiritually, I'm good after like this whole thing, but we have to give context. Okay, how do you feel physically?
Physically, I feel amazing. That alkaline diet definitely helped me. My system is regulated again. I think the first knock was definitely when when I had that bowel problem. You know what I mean? My intestinal problem was terrible. Sorry for the TMI, guys, but
Can I add?
no,
Just to
please
give
don't give too
no,
much.
just to give context. So basically, he was experiencing really severe inflammation. That's all that it was. So there was a lot of pain, you know, and it's just like, it caused a lot of discomfort, basically.
Yeah, and I had to kind of cut out so much dairy, coffee, and you guys know me. I'm like crazy about my coffee, meat, red meat, specifically, white bread. I've never really drank cold drink in like a while, so that wasn't a problem. Chips, chips, biltong, pretzels. It's painful. It's Friday. That's why I'm like,
all the yummy things.
Like I've cut all that out, and now I eat peanuts, which is
Peanuts is a snack.
It's very good. Peanuts, popcorn, a lot of popcorn.
A lot of
Bianca's
popcorn.
family, guys, the Kuyabes, guys, these people will have 3 big pots of popcorn just chilling on a standard day
I'm actually so
we all
excited to
lived in
go
one
have
house.
some
Yeah.
popcorn when we get home.
So, yes, like popcorn is like a thing. What else? Yeah, and fruits, a lot of fruits. Especially
Yeah,
this alkaline diet got
smoothies,
me
yeah.
back into like eating fruits again. So that's amazing. So yeah, that was like about 2 months ago when I had that change in my diet. So physically, definitely, like my eating is so much better. I feel stronger. When you turn a certain age, also, like I've been a dancer and a skinny kid my whole life, so I've always had like a 6-pack and just like the dream bod. The December body, summer body was 12 months in a year. Now it's like, hey, you old, bruh. So my stomach area will like sometimes just do something. I'm like, no, man, but we've been eating well, so you gain so much weight the older you get. You're not able to, your metabolism is not able to burn things as fast. Your body just changes completely. So as much as I know women do cry about like their bodies changing at that certain age, or have like know that it for the dudes it's the same thing, bro. And so I've been like adjusting to it because I went from that to now I have to watch what I eat. I have to make sure that I exercise at least 2-3 times a week. And it's only to also feel good. Like I'm not saying that I want to look like whoever. I just want to feel good, and when you look good, you do feel good, and it's also a practice of self-love, being in shape, and being
Looking after your
healthy.
vessel.
Yes, exactly. Just so you can function in it. Like this is what we function. This is what we have to operate with on this earth. It's our bodies, So I think that has definitely become like a priority for me. So I don't knock anybody that's enjoying their lives and turning up this December. Please, guys, on behalf of me, go crazy. But I have to stick to this lifestyle as opposed to it being a diet, but like turning it into a lifestyle so that I feel like this like for a long time. I don't just feel like this when I feel like something's happening or something's flaring up or something. Now it's like now you have to change your diet because you feel like you've been eating too much of this or that. So I think that we're doing well. We've gotten better. We're always on and off with the diet thing. Sometimes you eat bad and you're like, it's fine. It's an ice cream. It's just a Burger King, like. And
Then it's been 2 weeks and we're like, hello.
Exactly. So we do have that. So we're not perfect at all. We're just saying that for the past few weeks it's been amazing, and especially after this diet it's been great. And so I think just keeping this consistently will help us. But then again, we'll see. We can only take care of today, and tomorrow has its own Burger King waiting and hungry drive out. Then you smell a wing or something, and then you wanna might fall to it. But I think we're strong. This time around, and yeah, I physically feel amazing after all that. In a nutshell, I feel amazing physically, and I plan on maintaining this energy throughout December, because I know December is when I really let myself go and I just chill and I eat whatever. But I feel amazing, and I don't think I need to do that during December. I don't need to feel sluggish, or I need to now fix myself up in time for the year to start again. It's like, nah, just maintain the balance and enjoy and gracefully be good to yourself. And yeah, I feel good physically.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much, guys, for watching till the end. We love you guys so much, and we really appreciate all your support, like all your love. We really feel it so deeply, especially everyone on TikTok, on all the platforms, but TikTok especially. Like, we're building such a great community there, and it's so nice to spread a message of love, and that's all we want to share with people is love each other, love yourselves, love the people around you, just be kind, and so just a really big thank you. Like, this year we really wanted to express ourselves, together, because we do a lot of stuff individually, but we really wanted to express ourselves together. And I think it's been so fun. Like
It's been amazing.
It's so much fun filming together, and like it's just so chilled and natural, and like you guys love what we create. So thanks so much, and like we have so much in store for you. There's just so many things. So please continue to follow us on all the platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah, and also, we know that you guys do love like watching us do better on this side, and I do know that it helps some people, and I think some people just enjoy like vibing out with us, and so when we do take these small breaks in between or whatever, just know that like we talk about shooting these episodes all the time, but I think life is real, and life really does happen, and we've also become okay with it, and we appreciate you guys for also just being patient with us in between those gaps when we go super quiet and we don't drop an episode, because I think we also think quality over quantity. I think when we do come talk to you guys, I think we'd love to, share. We want to be able to live life in order to be like, this is what I've experienced and it's from a real place. We're not trying to create a platform out of opinions and what we think you should do. We want to experience real life, and sometimes we can drop episodes consecutively in a few weeks, and sometimes it takes a few months because we went through real life, but we will always be able to bring you guys up to speed and let you know where we've been, and I'm sure you guys will also be able to see the growth we've gone through from the last episodes, or from just gradually following our journey together. So yeah, I think that's really, there's no other excuse. There isn't an excuse actually at all, but the fact that life happens and we pushing to be as consistent as we can be. And when we do come sit with you guys, we also want to be 100% filled up in our cup in order for us to, we don't want to come talk to you guys or share with you guys or spend time with you guys from a place of when B's down or I'm down, or you know what I mean? We're just not feeling good, but we want to just come and show up in front of camera. I think we've eradicated that way of life long time ago, and so we want to apply it to Better on This Side podcast, where we just want to show up when we feel like we also have something to share, and we feel like we filled our cup, and we can contribute to the world and to you guys and be of service by just expressing our POV and how it feels on this side. So yeah.
We love you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Have an amazing December. Be safe. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, be safe, you guys.
See you guys in 2024. All the best. Amazing. Congrats to all of you guys for making it this far, making it through this year. It's been a crazy year in the industry, in the world. It's such a crazy place right now, being alive. It's a different way of expressing what a time to be alive, but like, if you still got it together, if you're still in good health, if you're still in good mental health, if you still have people that love you and you love people, and you're still following your dreams fearlessly and courageously, shout out to you. And we love you all. And everyone else on the way to their journey, trying to get there, we love you as well. And keep pushing. And we're excited to see you guys again 2024 and share more exciting news and do more dope stuff.
Okay, love you guys. We'll see you next year.